Alright, let's get into Elementibox Comic Studio. Welcome back right here into this website, and I'm not very sure for some kind of like this, and nothing probably going to be changing the banner as well. Let's put on the spoilers on, and it's absolutely done. Well, temporary. The characters section contains a lot of sprites, and link to any of those things that completely deleted as well. So, work in progress for only for one thing as well. Could be for exactly like anything as well. Another one is also deleted, and probably including like anything as well. There's an A, and probably like anything without further ado as well. It was owned by Harry's Horrible Humor, and perhaps like anything it's maintained by Boxman Productions like anything as well. And because of only one thing, there must be some sort of like anything as well, as I probably gotta be checking this out for a while. Now, the first thing, we're going to be taking a look one of the characters first. And because like anything as well, cool as ice, warm like fire, dusty like air, mild as spring, and finally solid as metal. So, the strong metal guy could be for around for this thing, and another one should be of this guy whenever it does. So, the Australian guy, when I absolutely didn't saw this, probably. So, that must be for a little bit for one thing. So, nothing on top of this thing as well. So, not all characters like this, which related for some other kinds of crossovers, like just shapes and beats, and anything is possible like their person as well, including Friday Night Funkin' reference, including around for a little bit more, such as Battle for Dream Island, and even more is possible that I just totally meant. So, there must be a lot of objects, and even Fat Mama, and even for this guy over here, and a picnic basket. Another guy as well. Let's see for another guys like even as possible. So that must be for some kind of crossovers with SpongeBob, and even for this guy is tall day. So this is gonna be on fire to put things into a total eternal flame. So, but this girl right over here probably could be for one thing. I'm not very sure that she could be blowing up flames like this, featuring a volcano and a some kind of sturdy like those things as well. Contains a furnace. The oil chamber is hell like this. What is this strategy like? I'm probably not sure. There's a little girl over here. And probably there must be an igloo clone as well. Some kind of cold things whatsoever. Adult thing over here. And there must be a cold robot. And there must be for some kind of the fridge. The cup of mug as well. And probably a little bit more. And contains robots. Battle for Dream Island reference. An ice basket, the sign, the music note, like the nomatone as well, the fly, and for some kind of this guys as well. I already seen this, but what about for any of those guys as well? Nothing left around here, so I cannot before that I just try to find out as well. So there will be a lot of strategy things to do, and so much more that we're going to be trying to find out. What we're not going to be thinking about here is for some kind of the bushes, and for the tall females, of course, and probably there will be a lot here as well, exactly as the female as well, for some sort of like the danger sign. And we checked out for any submitted sprites over here, and I'm going to be scrolling down. There will be a little bit more. And there is a whole bunch of more nicer stuff as well. That must be for corrupted persons, corrupted machines, and other kinds of stuff. and there must be cube from that we don't really know about here as well. So I still pretty remember around here from that some kind of the cube female thing from just shapes and beats, and they won't be able to be going to end here. And finally, there is absolutely with legs over here. I'm probably sure this is actually going to scroll down into the bottom. So there's more things, could be for a little bit for one thing. So there's almost everywhere about for this. And finally, it all the way down to the end. So it will be taking this as well. So thankfully there was be a lot of sprites over here, as we're not going to be checked out for other kinds of things we're not going to be seeing about here. So if them so, this is actually going to be contained around here. So I'm probably not sure that you gotta be at the age of 16 or 18 years or something if you're going to be seeing this. So I'll be gonna be using for the user comics as well, as we're going to be seeing like this, just like any of those studio crossovers itself. Probably there is more. There's some kind of signs and more things as well. And there's probably going to be a little bit more stuff and some kind of probably like this. The effects, like anything about for this situation, look like this, or whenever it goes, probably like anything as well. The teams like any about for those things as well. The cold as ice could be for around for this one, instead of a female, of course, for a little bit for one thing. There were the yin, like anything as well. There were the names around here from anything as well. The name was Cuboid. There's Yushanda, Helpy, Icebox, Theramisi, Liquid Nitrogen, Hokatone, Cold Bug, Icelia. There is another one called Plekajibin, Bad Snowman, Basher, Shardias, Treepat, Flower Cone, A Flipping Fridge, Leisha Revies. This is gonna be the little daughter, of course. The Eagly, 7, and finally Glutster, or the Glutsbar. I'm probably sure this is when I actually sing this for a little bit of a long time. There won't be more names coming around here for somewhere. And there must be another team called Fire is Ice, Warm Like Fire. There must be a little bit more. And all names could be Firez, Bimmy Baby, Smoky, Smothering, Albany, Sunder, Loey, Funetsy, Vanilla, Exity, Lanternia, Meggie, Finland, Heathead, Belligerous, Fly, Metakickers, Idnitsa as well, Playsand, Ingrid Gasillo. I'm probably sure that must be almost a lot of this as well. More names is probably so. You're probably sure that isn't going to be almost all of this, that you're probably not going to be seeing like this. And finally, Mild as Spring. And there weren't any names yet. You'll see, there must be a bunch of stuff like these. And this is not going to be for some kind of like the family reference. It was between the big brother and sister, like anything itself. And one little daughter could be for one thing as well. So nothing should be able to be crossing over with the alphabet law as well. Sometimes it's gonna be from around daily Gwek Poker, like, and probably that we're going to be getting inside of that comic creator. So where does this comic creator created as well? At the Elementibox Comic Studio. So this image doesn't actually going to be appearing for just only one time. And then this is actually going to be for around 17 minutes ago. So I won't be able to be looking around as well. And now this isn't going to be for around here. That the day it wasn't going to be. So everything itself for some kind of like anything as well, that would be for something like here for to do. And especially this is going to be taking for a little bit long time as well. Let's go for the ratings, and we're seeing absolutely going to be for one thing. And it's going to be for new warm like fire things as well. Cold as crack, which is probably terrible, like anything itself. So let's just find one thing for the very first comics, like anything as well. It was posted on December 28, 2024, but things look a little bit weird, and probably that I'm not going to be finding out as well. So starting out with 4 guys could be for nothing. It was absolutely nothing. So I should be able to be resetting around here and seeing things like probably unknown, very unknown. So we're going to be headed out for a normal day in Incredibox. So the Incredibox for round itself, could it be actually like this? So this could be related to Sprunky comics, like anything as well. Related to Sprunky, and probably related to Incredibox. And probably nothing such a long time for some sort of like themselves to say. This is actually related to Sprunky and Incredibox. So the 4 guys is absolutely finally appearing like those things. And even though there must be a whole bunch of more. And various stuff here to do. And for some kind of the other guests like here for just even unknown. But even some sort of like this, it's not look my wife as probably to do this. This doesn't look like a soccer mom or something, and probably look like for the face of Marshmallow Bunny Cookie. And then this is absolutely totally almost the end of this video, but hear me out, there must be for a little bit a bunch of more before we're going to head on to Albuquerque the Movie Comic Studio. I won't go anywhere for some sort of like this as possible until I wouldn't able to be find it out, as I'm probably thinking as well. There's a ghost cookie in the ice caves with icicle yeti cookie and sherbet cookie. But on the countryside as well, there must be chest choco cookie and cream, like anything, as I'm not very sure. There is cherry blossom cookie on the far side of like this. But the another hill, that will be the Chevy Suburban. And probably grapefruit cookie got lost in the grape fields or the blueberry fields at night. On the desert side from the desert ashes, there must be 2 Stickmans from Henry Stickmin and the old van like this thing as well. Old rusted van that probably we never seen this. There are the workers from Ellen Becker, and Pepperonico Cookie has trying to defeat the Magma Cookie that probably is for some kind of for unknown reason for somewhere. Instead of like this thing for the beast as a burning spice cookie. So on, for I'm not very sure that Pepperonico Cookie was probably defeated. That's everything for today, and I added faces from Cookie Run Kingdom, including for this guy from the Cake Pops, including that I just added Angry Bird stuff like the Ice Bird and Tony from Angry Birds as well. And probably that is going to be the end of this video, and the link is going to be in description below. And probably if you're going to be trying to seeing this as the Elementibox Comic Studio around as well, click anyway into the link in the description around here, and which is absolutely going to be browse some comics whenever you want to this link, whenever you go, and whenever you're going to be seeing like this as well. So you got 3 days of Comic Studio, and I'll talk to you mini lads and Comic Studio users all later, and thanks for watching.